At the end of the Red Banquet, which I explained in this video up here, BadBoyHalo escaped to go see a specific person, who was seemingly an important ally or someone important to BadBoyHalo, but we don't know who it is. Let's try and figure it out. So first off comes the deconfirmation. Who are we just going to deconfirm as his possible ally? Although it's not super absolutely guaranteed, I'm just going to pretend and suggest that everyone at the banquet is not going to be his secret ally, because he tried to kill them all, and the ones that were working with him ran away, and he ran in the opposite direction to try and find this secret person. So Nikki, Foolish, Eret, Ponk, Purpled Sam, Puffy, Quackity, Hannah, Antfrost, George, Techno, and H-Bomb, I forgot if H-Bomb was actually at the party, are all deconfirmed from being this secret ally. Which leads us with our suspects, which is Philza, Puns, Dream, Skeppy, Ghostbur, Tommy, Tumbo, Ranboo, Sapnap, and Carl. I chose these people because they have at least some relation to the egg, or at least some possible relation to BadBoyHalo, or could theoretically join BadBoyHalo's side. First off is the suspect of Philza. I'm pretty sure Philza has talked about his version of Redza before, and the egg has something that could possibly lure him in to become part of the Eggpire, his son, as the egg could have promised him to bring back Wilbur using the egg's power, as Wilbur has been acting, or Ghostbur should I say, has been acting a little bit strange. He even said he liked red, which is something he didn't like before, so this could possibly mean that the egg is slowly taking control of Ghostbur and is somehow trying to resurrect him. However, Philza is pretty competent. He's also not the type to betray someone like Technoblade. He's the type that accepts that his son is dead and simply moves on. Philza is also against the egg pretty heavily. Next up is Puns, who is also corrupted by the egg. However, he isn't a massive powerhouse, and he should have been in the Red Banquet anyway, so I don't see why BadBoyHalo would make it out as this big reveal about who he's going to visit. Next up is Sapnap, which BadBoyHalo and Sapnap are father and son, so that could be a pretty important part, but Sapnap has said he doesn't want to join the egg. Next up is Tommy. They are not on good terms. I don't think Tommy would join BadBoyHalo because there's no reason. He can't hear the egg and the egg has nothing to give him. But BadBoyHalo could promise for Tubbo to come back to him. Maybe he could promise to kill Ranboo. Next is Tubbo. Now, he has had strange voices on his screen, but that could possibly be from Ranboo, and there's nothing that the egg could use to try and lure Tubbo in. Next is Carl, who is probably far too busy time traveling around the place. Ranboo. Although Ranboo was at the banquet, BadBoyHalo never saw him, which means BadBoyHalo could think that Ranboo is where he thinks he is and goes off to see him. But why would he see Ranboo? Well, Ranboo can hear the egg and could possibly start being controlled by it. BadBoyHalo could promise Ranboo to help with his Enderwalk, and Ranboo's Enderwalk state could be useful. He could even possibly use it to communicate with Dream. But Ranboo doesn't trust BadBoyHalo or the egg. Ghostbur. With the recent I like red statements, it could possibly be that they got Ghostbur. They've taken his mind, turning him at least slightly to their side. But what use would Ghostbur be to the egg? He has no PvP experience, no memory, and he's not really that good at keeping secrets. Then we have Skeppy. You see, the direction he was going was into the ocean, where, if you knew, Skeppy and BadBoyHalo's house is by the ocean, and he would get there using boat. But where is Skeppy really? After BadBoyHalo killed him, where did he go? At the end of the stream we see that he might be blue or he might be fixed. So would BadBoyHalo go to him for emotional support, or is he going to him because he can still help the egg? After all, Skeppy did heal the egg completely and maybe even put the protection around the egg after Quackity blew it up. Skeppy and BadBoyHalo have a deep connection, such a deep connection that if Skeppy loses all of their canon lives, BadBoyHalo will die. However, Skeppy isn't that powerful without his egg powers. And finally, Dream. Possibly the most feared man on the server. If he escaped, the server would go ballistic. And BadBoyHalo is a prison guard. He knows how the prison works and could easily go to talk or even break Dream out of prison. Dream doesn't know anything about the egg, but he wouldn't refuse to help BadBoyHalo if he's gonna break him out. Imagine a scene where Dream escapes. Awesome Dude comes back to the prison to find Dream in full netherite gear, with god apples and everything. What will Sam do? Will he fight? I don't think he would. I think he might be too scared, and that scene that we see a little bit of Dream's, stream, it might be a flashback, but it could also possibly not be a flashback. It could be in real time Dream shouting at Sam, going, look at this, because now he feels powerful because he has all of his stuff back, all of his armor. He feels strong, he feels capable of simply touring awesome dude around the prison, shouting at him and telling him off. So who did BadBoyHalo actually visit? Now, we have to think of it not just from a canonical perspective, but also from a writing perspective. Who would make not only the most sense, but also what would change the audience's perception and be a big twist for the audience? We have to think, what would be the most hype thing? And I think the most hype would be if BadBoyHalo broke Dream out of prison. If BadBoyHalo used his prison knowledge to break Dream out, that would definitely advance the plot, which is something that the community has been dealing with for a while and saying how the plot is incredibly slow. Dream suddenly breaking out of prison would definitely increase the plot. Although Skeppy is the most likely canonically because of BadBoyHalo's connection with Skeppy. And the way he said it, he knows who he has to go to. It almost kind of sounds like he doesn't want to go to them, or at least he wasn't going to go to them now, but since the egg has been taken, he has to go to them. So who is that person? I think the biggest twist that you could do, with writing, would be Philza. Philza is definitely a fan-loved character, and he's just known as the good guy. But what would happen if that was flipped on its head? What if Philza was a part of the bad guys? This would create an amazing dynamic with Technoblade and Philza, and everyone else they don't really want to hurt Philza, but he's now become a part of the Eggpire, and it could make it a top priority to fully destroy the egg. Another possible theory is that it is Carl. After all, he went to the other side, which some people have been saying is connected to the egg. What if Carl was then changed by the egg, and he uses his time travel powers for the egg's benefit? And yet again, another good twist would actually be Tommy. If BadBoyHalo somehow knew about Tommy's trouble with Tubbo marrying and moving in with Ranboo, maybe BadBoyHalo could promise Ranboo's death, which would cause a rift between Tommy and Tubbo, and they would have to have another fight, and, all the animatics love fight. But Ranboo is also quite important. He seems to be getting a lot more lore recently with his new streams, and it would be pretty interesting to see how he reacts. Maybe he is taken by the egg, maybe his Enderwalk state is apathetic towards the egg. Or maybe Dream is simply living through Ranboo, and that's why BadBoyHalo wants to see Ranboo to talk to Dream. Although if the theory is to be believed that if you have multiple voices in your head, or if your head is full, you can't actually hear the egg, similar to how Technoblade can't be controlled by the egg because of the voices, and how Tommy can't be controlled by the egg because he just is always thinking about women. I'm not quite sure. I would put my money on Dream. I think Dream would be a really good idea, but also Philza would be an amazing twist villain for the Dream SMP. But comment down below, who do you think it is? And if, as soon as I upload this video, it gets instantly disproven, that's just life, baby. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and that'll be really cool to hit by the end of the year. I hope to see you guys in the next video. If I don't see you there, I'll see you in the next life. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you on the flip side. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you in the void. Bye bye.